Hey guys, it's Mrs. Hayes. It's good to see you. Hi to Mrs. Lyle's class and Mrs. Meyer's class. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I am going to talk to you about your very first social studies lesson for our distance learning plan, and I'm going to have everything put up on our Google Classroom. So we are going to be doing social studies weekly, just like we've been doing in social studies, and we're going to be focusing on the geography of Oklahoma. And so you guys are used to the actual newspaper, but what I have for you is your very own login and password to be able to access Social Studies Weekly online. So what I'm going to do is I am going to share my computer screen, and I'm going to show you what to do and how to get to where we're going to be this week. So let me share this. Okay, hopefully everybody can see. When you go online, you're just going to type in Social Studies Weekly, and you will click on Social Studies Weekly. Here you will have a username and password. Now, for the majority of you, your username and password will pretty much be your first name dot last name for your username, and then your password is the opposite of that, your last name and then your first name. There are about 10 of you that have maybe an added number in your login for some reason. And so if you can't log in, just email me, have your parents email me, and I will look that login up for you and I will send that to you so you can get on. So I'm going to I randomly pulled one of our students' names. So I am going to log in as her, but when you log in, you will want to log in as you, because you're going to be able to earn all kinds of coins. So once you log in, it will take you to this page, and we're in 3rd grade. So you're going to click on grade 3. You will click on here, and then up here you'll be able to choose who your homeroom teacher is. And up here you'll see your name. Remember to log in as you, not the sample student. And then you'll see this bar right here, and you'll be earning lots of coins and tickets. It's actually really cool. So we are going to be doing week 2. So I am going to be clicking on week 2 to show you that it looks exactly like what you're used to seeing in the classroom when I pull this up on the projector. So you have everything that I have had in the past this year. This is all about the geography of Oklahoma, and you will be able to read through each of your articles. If you want, you can click here so that it can be read to you. You can also click on the bonus sources like I've done in the past, and how I've shown you different pictures and videos, and you're welcome to look at any of those that you would like to do. So you've got all of that right there at your fingertips. Now, after you have read the article, so the first one is called Transportation is the Key, then you can go down here, and there are quizzes at the bottom of each of the articles. And so you'll just click whichever answer you think is right, and then you'll be able to click right here, and you can go to the next article, or you can come back up here. And the next one, man, I had s'mores last week. I don't know when the last time you had s'mores was, but I had them last weekend, and they were super yummy. So maybe you can talk your parents into making s'mores after you read this. So here's a cool article about s'mores. And if, again, you get to come down here and fill in a quiz, and notice that there are coins here. You get points for every answer that you get right. You're probably saying, Mrs. Hayes, how come you didn't have us do this in the classroom? Well, now you get to do it at home and you've got all of the articles. So this next article, this is like the big article that would be in the middle of the newspaper. It's called You're the Navigator, and it's all about a political map of Oklahoma. And so you'll be able to read all of that. Now, if you want to click here and type in an answer, it kind of took me a while to figure out, but you're probably a little bit better at this than I am. But if you click here, you can choose to change the color. And then you just type in what you think the answer is. And then you'll click save. And you won't see it, but the answer will be there. Then here is the physical map of Oklahoma that will talk to you and show you all about the mountains, the rivers, the state parks, the major cities in Oklahoma. We've got the capital city. We also have Tulsa up here. And so you'll be able to see all of these different places, probably many that you've been to. Down here, you have another quiz. Next, we have an article called Pinpoint Your Location, and it is teaching you about longitude and latitude, which is something that you'll need to know when you are reading a globe or a map. Then we have using technology to navigate, which in 2020, that's pretty much what everybody does, is we use some type of technology to navigate. I will say that my own dad still uses just a regular map, and he likes to fold it all. He unfolds it, he makes it really big, and he marks all kinds of things on the map, and then he folds it back up. And let me tell you, my dad can fold a map back better than anybody. Sometimes when I was growing up, he would give me a big, huge map to fold up, and whew, it was tricky. I don't know if you've ever seen an actual map before that you had to fold, but if not, maybe ask your parents and they can tell you about them. All right, then we have an article. These are like the little small articles on the bottom of the newspaper. Oklahoma town changes its name. This is about Gene Autry. You've got quizzes down here, latitude and longitude practice. And then before we go to this fictional narrative, I'm going to show you that here's your crossword puzzle that we do at the end of our social studies weeklies. And that's just like what I show you when I pulled that up on the TV. And this is a really cool game. It's about spelling words and different words that will have been in this issue. And you can play this spelling game. It'll load. You can choose to have the sound on or off. I would probably choose on. We'll see if you can hear it. But you'll have to maybe drag the words over to figure out if it's correct or incorrect, and then let's just practice. Oh, yep. So you'll get to do that. So that's pretty fun. And let's see. Mrs. Hayes cannot figure out how to go back. Silly Mrs. Hayes. Okay. After you do everything on here, and boys and girls, this does not need to be something that you do all in one day. You can take time throughout the week to read these articles. Just go at your own pace. This last part, fictional narrative, My Town, this is a writing assignment that is optional. And if you want to write about a fictional town, you can do that. And I'll have a Google slide on our Google Classroom for you, kind of like our quick write slides. And you can write all about your fictional town that has been named after you. You can even add images, just like we do on quick writes or like our Team Sweet and Team Salty advertisement. And then when you're finished with this, you just get to close out. And I'll be able to go on from my teacher viewpoint to be able to see how you did on this. So hopefully you will enjoy that. And I am going to come back up and here I am. Okay, so your Social Studies Weekly, literally, it's just like our newspaper, but you get to have it in the digital format. So again, your username and password is your first name dot last name. That's your username. Your password is your last name dot first name. If it doesn't work, email me. I'll be checking my computer all the time and checking my email or checking class tag, and I'll get you your username and password, and I will put the link to the fictional town writing on Google Classroom, as well as maybe some other bonus material that has to do with Oklahoma geography. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask me. And if you have any stories about the geography of Oklahoma that maybe your parents can tell you, if you want to make a little video about that or write about it and share that with me, you can do that, or you can save it for a morning meeting and talk to us about your experience in different Oklahoma towns. All right, guys, thanks. Bye-bye.